guys, Be Grim here with another episode of Magical Meditations with Maia. We're working our way through the illustrated Herbiary, and today's entry is Center and Ground, Red Clover. I just love the artwork on this. It's probably one of my favorites in this book. So, today's entry, Center and Ground, Red Clover, Trifolium pratense. This commonly cultivated forage crop feeds horses, cows, sheep, goats, and just about anything else humans keep at pasture. She plants your feet on the ground, 2 or 4, it doesn't matter to her, while encouraging you to run a few miles or dive into an art project that you've been avoiding. Red Clover wants you to get moving, in body and in spirit. She loves grounded action and will happily bolster your courage from the Latin word cor, which means heart, when you're acting from a strong center, so you can step out and move forward. Bold, but not rash. Red Clover gets your blood up so you can show up fully. The ritual here says grounded energy and flow. It says it might sound like an oxymoron, but the exercise will help you do both. Have grounded energy but movement. It says stand with your feet shoulder width apart, your arms held loosely at your side, and your gaze focused gently forward. Imagine a string lifting you from the top of your head and 2 more pulling your feet towards the center of the earth. This is yoga's mountain pose, which will teach you the vitality of stillness. Now add breath, inhaling all the way down to your belly and exhaling fully. This is flow. Finally, picture Red Clover, calling her into your heart as you expand your energy. Which I think is a really good meditation. The reflection says counter reactivity. It says often we deplete ourselves with ungrounded bursts of energy, physical, mental, or emotional, instead of cultivating steady flow. It says to review your past week. Can you think of moments when you were overzealous, manic, frenzied, or overreactive? Maybe you overdid it on a hike. In contrast, think of a time when you acted from a grounded and centered place. That is, when you were present and measured in your actions or response. Compare the feelings, look for patterns, and then make a plan to keep yourself centered. Having a plan offers you an option other than reactivity. We actually have a bunch of red clover sprouting up in our backyard. Clover is much better for ground cover than grass. 1, the bees really love the flowers, and it makes really great honey. 2, it soaks up more water, so in our yard, which is very wet, that is a godsend. And 3, it doesn't grow as tall, so you don't have to mow as often, if at all. The magical properties that I could find are exorcism, fidelity, love, money, protection, and success. It's associated with the masculine gender, the planet of Mercury, and the element of air. Now, for medicinal properties, this is probably the first one I found that says male pattern baldness, high cholesterol, breast pain, pulmonary issues such as asthma or issues with bronchioles, pertussis, which is whooping cough, swelling, burns, and PMS. Now, it can cause rashes, muscle aches, headaches, nausea, and spotting for those of you who have menstrual cycles. It can possibly interact with birth control, estrogen, and any medicines processed by the liver, and anticoagulants. As always, I am not a doctor, nor do I play one on television. So don't take any of this as medical advice, and always do your own research. Talk to your doctor. It does say that it's safe for pets in small amounts. Like most things, they're probably not going to be super interested in it anyway, but if they do ingest it, it's probably not the end of the world. And then the quote that I have is actually also the quote in the book, and that is, "Storms make trees take deeper roots," which is a quote from Dolly Parton. This series has been a lot of fun to film. We're only 3 episodes in, I know, but it's still been a lot of fun for me. And the journal exercise that inspired this has been a lot of fun. It's my hope that this can be enough of a popular series that I can maybe see about inviting some people onto the show as guest stars. There's a really awesome herbalism store not too far from us, where I would love if the owner of it could, do a little guest appearance. And we live not too far from a really nice crystal shop, so same thing. Um, as always, I would really love your feedback, any questions or comments, or even just some suggestions. So I'll see you next week.